Welcome back to another episode of Chasing the Rasberry with your host, Rasberry.
And your other host, Chase.
How are you doing, my good sir?
Dude, you see me wearing white like Tiger. When he loses, he wears white. You know how Tiger Woods wears red when he wins?
And he wears white when he loses? Is that...
No, but I'm winning, so I'm the opposite of Tiger right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm Tiger Woods. My one fan Anthony is gonna love that.
Anyways, before we get too far into it, remember to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and if you're not already, go look up our YouTube channel, Chasing the Rasberry Podcast. Yeah. We're on there. Go subscribe so you can go see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, and you know, if you guys have that friend that doesn't have Spotify, doesn't have Apple iTunes, just go, oh, what do you listen to podcasts on? Yeah, Chasing the Rasberry on there. So go fucking look at it.
Yep, we're literally on the big three, I would say.
SoundCloud? Is that the top
well, that's another one.
Sorry.
But SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, and
YouTube.
Now YouTube. So, killing it.
Killing it, dude. Yeah, so if you guys can't see me right now and you're only like the people that listen, Chase is wearing a white collared t-shirt that is sponsored by Nike because this was my golfing fit. This is what I wore when I beat Bridger at disc golf. He has it now. He has the #1 tag. I had it and left.
If you don't know our friend Bridger, he says he's better at surviving than Bear Grylls.
That's true. It's very true. And he's gonna go pro this year.
I hope he does.
I hope he does. Just
Kid's
so I can say,
fucking arm.
I just want to go. I have a professional athlete as a friend.
Yeah,
you know, we need that into the group.
We do.
Like someone that gets paid to play.
If you are a pilot, DM us.
Put your resume in. I want to hear a good joke. If it's a bad joke, I can't have you.
Because we already have Brett.
We got Brett. Brett handles the bad joke department.
And then the secondary is Brandon, but he's a doctor, so that kind of cancels out the bad joke. You got to deal with it.
Weighing in and out.
Yeah, in and out.
Like that. You know?
You can't tell too many bad jokes.
Yeah.
You know, you better pass those classes.
Matt got a lot of great jokes. You know, he weighs it down in other categories. You know, like in a fist fight, he said he's only taking hits. So, which is shield. You know, and I'll be the sword. Saw that dagger, bro. Oh my God. Back the fuck up, Jake Paul.
So I have a couple things to talk about today, actually.
And with the double punch.
You a double punch. The people listening can't.
I know. They hear the power.
Both his arms.
They hear the power.
Like over his shoulders. Almost. You're like clubbing dudes. They don't know where it's coming from.
I call it the meteor strike, bro, because it's everywhere and it clouds out the sky. You know the fucking.
And I have 2 black eyes now. I don't know. Officer, I didn't see it happen so fast.
Have you ever seen a meteor? It looked like that. 2 of them.
2 of them. I mean, no, what took out the dinosaurs? It almost took me out.
Yeah, you know the Persians that killed the fucking 300 when they fucking clouded out the sky with arrows? Those were his fists. They were so fast. Dude, even on camera. Look at the camera. Ready?
Yeah. Deadly weapons. You have those registered?
Sorry, I don't.
You better. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, Intel, the company Intel, they like make computer chips and stuff.
That's cool.
Right? They have a software, so when you're gaming on one of their computers, you can turn this on when you're gaming, right?
Okay.
It's called Bleep, and it censors words that you pick, like things that are offensive.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But how you select these things, there's a menu. It opens up, and there are things like so the N-word, for example. I say that like I can't say it.
I know.
The N-word, for example. We're going to keep moving on. The N-word.
Iris Black, if you're a new listener.
Yeah, true.
Someone DM'd, they were like, it seems a little racist. And I go, what part? Like, explain what's the racist? Because my co-host is black and I'm white. So we kind of got a big demographic covered.
We're doing good.
Like, come on.
But so the N-word, it has a slider where you can turn, it just says, like, yes or no. Like, do you want to hear this? Yes or no. You can just shut that off. But there are other things like misogyny, homophobia, like other things like that have sliders. And it goes, do you want to hear none of this, some of this, or all of it? How do you decide what some
Yeah,
homophobia.
Who chooses that?
And they don't give
that
it
job.
like because I don't want that job
Because it's so
yes,
difficult.
No, because because
Put that in the medium column.
yeah, that's not offensive to me. So like, my thing is, it doesn't say like how they measure it.
Okay.
Because how do you? The thing is, it doesn't say like if it's one person like is some like if they pass a certain threshold, if they're saying a lot of homophobic things, like after they say it like 30, like I'll say 10 times, does it push them over some? And it's like, okay, you don't hear any of that at all?
That's a weird
or
rule.
is it like certain words? Because if it's some, like we said, somebody picking and choosing, ooh, that's not too offensive.
I like that one.
This one, they said something about Jews, but it's kind of okay.
Well, what if someone's Jewish?
But what? Then it's like, but then
Can I read the comment prior?
Yeah.
Like, the Jewish people are amazing, and we're cutting that out. You're gonna look like a bad guy.
like
Until you're gonna look like a bad guy if you're trying to say, if you're cutting out people saying, I love the Jewish community, I love what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, you gotta cut it out.
You gotta cut it out. See, and
that's offensive.
How does it become? Louis C.K. actually has a bit. He's a
great example.
He's a comedian. Oh yeah, he
aged
not,
perfect.
No, he didn't. Anyways, he has a bit where he talks about that.
He's not an idol. He's not an idol.
He's not an idol. He talks about the word Jew, and he goes, because Jew is the same word and slur for the same group.
That's kind of
true. You just
true.
throw some stank on it. For me, because it's like, oh, he's a Jew, or oh, he's a Jew.
Oh, okay, I see what that means.
It could be applied to
funny.
anything. It's like, oh, he's black, or oh, he's black. You know how bad that.
You didn't see, but when you said the second one, I went, like, just gave a stank face of like, yeah, I could see it. That does happen.
But who chooses that? Who chooses the
I don't
words?
know. I feel like Intel, like, good for you for taking that initiative.
Yeah, I think it's a great step and idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to launch. If I was like again, I want to be on the board of like, and my chair just says R.M.F, just real motherfucker, and it's just gonna set the tone of jobs. Like Intel goes, we'd like to do this big idea. I just want to step back and go, let someone else go first, and then we'll just do the better version of that.
Yeah.
Like, let them fuck up everything. And then we just go, we would never do that.
Yeah, because hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
you're right.
innocent. But hey, I'm the better product. Mm-hmm. You're going to win.
True, and you want the better product, don't you?
You want the better product.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cheaper. Come on.
Come on.
Intel.
They need you. They need a real motherfucker.
R.M.F. just right on my chair.
R.M.F.
And no one's allowed to sit in that chair, even though I only work 1 day a week. And if I hear about it, I'm trading teams. Call me that guy from Verizon. I'm gone, bro.
Oh my god.
Can you hear me now, guy? I love that guy. I can't believe he traded teams.
Yeah, he went to like, what did he go to? Like Sprint or something?
Yeah, well, I think he was on Sprint and he went over to Verizon or something like that. You hear me now? They must have fucked over his contract at the end.
You think so?
I bet at one point the contract said full life. And then it hit a date. This is some bullshit. Like Flow with Progressive. Life position, life funds. Day that penny stops, I bet she goes to the other team.
Yeah, she's Allstate.
Yeah, and she's like this.
It's
Flow. With his voice.
Allstate. And it pans out. And, are you in good hands?
Flow.
Yeah, it's her voicing it over.
Come on, that's a great commercial.
That is actually a great commercial. So you say that. So people that get those jobs, so you say, yeah, like that guy that did like the Sprint, the Sprint stuff, Flow. The other person that came to my mind is also not a really good example. The fucking Subway guy.
Oh yeah, Jerry.
It's fucking...
Great example of another idol of Iris.
No, it's not. These are not my idols. I don't know why. I don't even know what she's from, but is she AT&T? That girl where people were starting to post pictures of her with a low cut shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
Like getting that position, like
lifetime
because you're not like you are an actor, but you're not a movie actor, but you still get recognized.
Yeah,
as...
that also like the guy, the chaos guy.
You're right.
He's
you
another
are right.
one.
Yeah, the guy insurance or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And he goes, and I'm in your blind spot.
Yeah,
You're good.
I love those. Whoever came up with that concept, genius.
They deserve a raise.
Give that person a
You
raise.
need more money, person. Whoever you are, you need more money.
I love those commercials.
Those like commercials like that like really bring me joy because I'm like you guys took time.
Yeah.
Y'all really thought this through.
Yeah, because you could just go, oh, well, are you worried about things? You think a tree's gonna fall on your house? Cause it will.
Cause it will.
You know?
You know that was someone's idea and
Dumb. Get that out of
and
here.
then there's me, R.M.F. Slides in on the chair. My chair has wheels, obviously.
Yes.
Slide in. I have a better idea.
Yeah.
It's a random person, and he's like the worst human ever, and we're just gonna call him Chaos, and or like accidents or something like that. And they're like perfect. Same with the person that makes up movie titles. Come on,
Yo, come on. What's the movie? What's the movie? There's a rat and he helps the man cook Ratatouille. Give me another one. Give me another one. It's a movie about cars and the cars. Next, it's the sequel to the Cars 2.
Or do you even ask? How disrespectful can you be? Just so fucking. He's just fuming.
I know, and that intern with all the scripts.
Yeah.
Script. Give me the script. Give me another one.
So fucking intern just shaking. Where's my coffee? You didn't want coffee.
You didn't ask for coffee.
Just throwing the script. You fool! Fired!
How can I work like this? With an imbecile.
I just want that to be my alter ego. Just screaming at people's face. Man, me and fucking Bridger are at work, and he forgot his vest at home, and he had to get another one.
Okay.
And they just fucking hand those things out like paper. And they're just like bullshit vests anyway. So he's walking into the building, and a random person, like at the same level as us or below.
Okay.
So not a manager, not management or anything goes.
Yeah, you don't answer to them.
Exactly. She goes, you need your vest on in here. And he goes, I forgot it. Like, I'm going to get one. You have to have your vest in here. And he goes, I'm not talking to you. And just kept walking. And I'm behind Bridger, and I go, yo, you're right. To the girl, I go, he needs to have a vest on. And like, I'm trying to side with her, right?
You are.
Yeah, I'm on your team now, right? And she goes, you guys really shouldn't come through that side door. And I go, and I'm done talking to you. Yeah. I'm flipping teams back and forth. And she was like, guys. And I'm like, we just kept walking.
No,
like, don't talk to me.
I don't answer to you.
Yeah, go fucking.
Do you make my schedule?
Yeah.
No.
Go
all right.
tattle. Go
Cool.
tattle.
Go
son.
tattle.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do right
My name's Bridger.
now.
I'm disrespectful. Anyways, no,
That's
it's so funny when people don't like give a fuck, especially like when they should. Sometimes so I was working when I used to work at Target. There's a time when me and some of my coworkers were all together and we were working on a project, like doing something. And this old coworker of ours,
Okay.
he like didn't really work for the company, but worked for a company inside the company or something.
Like a third party.
Yeah, third party. So
Okay.
he would come in like every day.
Okay.
Dude was annoying. All right. Comes around the corner.
Great person.
He instantly goes, guess who's going to Japan? That's how he doesn't say, hi guys.
What a
Nothing.
douche. What a douche.
Right?
That
And
instantly
he
changed
just
my mood.
starts
I hate
talking. He
them
starts talking like, guess who's going to Japan? I'm going to teach English in Japan. All this stuff, talking about all this. And yeah, I got it through this and that. Nobody said a word to him. And one of my friends, my other coworker, he goes, I'm done. And he just leaves. He goes, I don't have to deal with this. And he just walked away.
I love that. I love that energy. And he was shocked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that affected him.
It did. And I go, yeah. And I also walked away.
And he was alone.
I go, sorry, other coworker who's left here.
Yeah, I hope
I'm also leaving.
I hope he went home and he's just alone. And he has no one else to tell. And that was the only people he could have told.
Who just walks up?
Dude, assholes.
Guess who's
assholes?
Yeah, I know you've been wondering what's going on with me since I got fired. He got fired. I watched him get fired.
How'd he get fired?
Okay, so he used to be
because it's hard to get fired out of a job.
He used to be
if you're young, it's hard to get fired. They'll try to force you to quit before you get fired.
He would be so rude to customers, right? Like this old lady comes around the corner
Just
and
like
she
an
goes,
asshole.
"Excuse me, where are the phone chargers?" And one time he goes, they're literally right past where you walked." And she doesn't know what to do because that's not what a customer service person is supposed to say to you.
Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, you barely.
She still doesn't know where the phone chargers are.
She goes, I don't.
I don't.
How long ago did I pass this?
Listen, 6 steps full. Like, I don't know.
How many aisles? How long has he been watching me?
Oh my God.
Are they by the door?
You watch me from my car? Yeah. And
the Girl Scout stand I told I was going to get them on the way out, and I never will.
Did she have the phone chargers? Was it a box full of phone chargers and not cookies? I didn't look. I assumed they were cookies. Was I wrong?
Just walked right past it.
I was like, I'll show you where they are. So I show her, and as I'm walking her there, she goes, "He's so mean." And I was like,
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
And he got fired
I was
that
like,
day?
make sure that you tell my manager this.
Yeah, his name. Right there.
This
and
man's
you're pointing
name.
him out across the room. That guy.
That guy right there. And so
The guy going to Japan, don't worry, he'll tell you. You don't even have to ask, he'll fucking tell you.
And so, like, a few weeks later, and so there was more instances than just this, right?
Okay.
He was so rude to people. He's on the phone.
And I'm an advocate.
His manager calls him. So because my manager, since he's a third party guy, my manager is not his manager.
Of course.
So they can't really tell him anything.
And he knows.
And his manager calls him. He's on the phone. He goes, "Hey man, how's it going?" He goes, "What? I have not been rude to customers."
And you're on the other aisle like...
I'm like, I'm literally on the other aisle, like, stalking video games, like, oh my God, is this happening right now?
This is my
He
life.
goes, "You can't fire me." And I'm like, bro, there's people walking around, and he's speaking, he's screaming. He
goes, "No, I'm in the back."
Yeah.
Like, just lying. I'm in the back. I would never do this in front of a crowd and strangers and customers.
Yes. Excuse me, where are the phone chargers?
Where you walked. Where you just passed them, you dumb bitch.
No, I'm talking to myself.
No.
I told you I'm in the back.
No, dude.
I told you I'm in the back. No. Why would I say that to I told you
so
I'm never
upset.
rude to anyone.
Nicest guy. I volunteer at a children's hospital on my free time.
On my free time. Yeah, anytime I'm not clocked in, I'm at the children's hospital.
And you know this. You know me.
I
told you during the interview.
You know, I love kids. I'm going to Japan to teach kids English.
I love kids.
I love kids.
My idol's that guy from Subway. He also loves kids.
Yeah, I love them just as much, if not more.
What do you mean you're an FBI agent?
What is this? No, but he got fired that day.
Good
and
for
then I
him.
hadn't seen him until he walked in, like a couple months later.
Isn't it weird when like coworkers come back?
It is a little weird.
Luckily at Amazon that doesn't happen, but like when we worked at a gym, a guy would do that, and Bridger. Obviously, I just thought he was like a random customer.
Yeah.
But Bridger was like, "No, this guy used to work here." And the guy comes in, "How you doing, Bridger?" And Bridger's like, "Oh my fucking hey man, that's crazy."
Yeah, I still work here.
Yeah.
You know when I work.
Please leave. Like
The schedule hasn't changed.
It was yesterday.
Dude,
This is the guy who's replacing you.
It's nice when you see somebody that you liked.
That's very true.
But most of the time, you don't fuck with anybody else at your job. You find like 4 or 5 people that you fuck with. And you're like, all right.
It's us versus them.
It's us versus them. Even though we work for the same people, everything. Fuck them over there.
100%. I'm in that same boat. I think everyone does that. It's just like a natural thing.
Yeah.
Of just strong, weak, and I'm always on the strong team.
Except for that one time at school. You told me when you're in chemistry class or something, and the teacher separated you guys.
Oh yeah. Why am I with the idiots? Like just so fucking pissed.
You guys throw chemicals, and they beat them with the pipes or whatever.
Dude, they were fucking burning each other and shit. And then she's like, "That group, you're all in trouble." I'm like, "Miss, it's these ghetto ass kids. It's not me. I promise. I want to learn."
Please.
They fucking burned a girl's hair.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Was she like their friend?
I don't think so. Why would you do that to your friend?
You're right.
Like, there's like a little half wall. Like, so if this is the table, there's like a wall's like this tall, and they grabbed the burner and just went.
No.
While the girl's like leaning,
Did she
she's
have like
leaning
long,
forward.
beautiful ass hair?
Yeah, and she's like leaning forward, and it's over, and she's like writing something down, and they go, whoosh, and it goes, whoosh, and it like it doesn't catch her hair on fire, but it burns it. Like, and hair is pretty fucking flammable. So, like, I was like, yo, you guys are really lucky, like, she didn't have any chemicals, because, like, you ain't patting that out.
Yeah.
And now she has 3rd-degree burns, and you're all going to jail. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I remember doing this, like, hey, just like, I'm innocent.
You just watch it happen.
It was instant. They didn't even plan it. Literally, one just goes, see this. And they all go, ha! And I'm like, oh my fucking god!
Why did I say I was late to class, and that's why I missed my spot.
When I transferred high schools, like when we moved states, and that was within the first 2 weeks at that brand new high school.
So they go, I didn't know you were going to be a troublemaker. And you're like, I'm not. It was not me. You think I have dragon's breath? It is not me.
I'm not. I'm such a nice guy, actually. But Chase does have a would you rather.
Oh my god.
I thought of this on the while at work.
Okay.
Would you rather you get to have an extra limb or body part, but someone else gets to pick it for you? Do you hit the button? Yes.
No, wait. I don't get to pick who it is.
No, you don't. It's
a random person in life in the world, or is it someone that I know?
Top
because
10
say
people
you hit
know.
the button and the ex that you hate. Ba-doom, they show up.
What's the worst one?
The worst thing that they
extra body part or limb.
Do they also get to pick where it goes? Because who's to say you don't have another arm growing out of your head or something?
But wouldn't that be cool, though, to have an extra arm out of your head? You got to think how useful that would be. Oh, no, both of my arms are filled. If only.
If only. I can open the door with no 2 trips today. Try another arm on your head.
That's not that bad. Like, if it looked cool, like if it was on the back of your head.
Yeah, is it also
and
fucking
it's like a ponytail?
swole?
Yeah, dude. Just fucking yoked out.
You're like doing curls.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
Okay.
So someone else.
Do they get to pick where it goes or no?
Well, I think it has
to be somewhere
beneficial to like what it. So say like if you had another arm, let's just say like you're like that Pokemon with it just comes out of your rib cage.
Oh yeah.
You know. And it's functional. It's fully functional, and it could benefit you or hinder you. I don't know how.
Okay.
It's kind of like a glass half full, half empty.
Because what if they just go nipple?
Then hey, you got an extra
nipple. Some people have those.
Some people I've met a guy with one.
With 3 nipples?
Mm-hmm. It was underneath his, like right here.
All right.
He was in high school. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
He let me touch it. You don't pass that up.
Initiated?
You don't pass that up.
He asked you to touch it?
He like went, and he goes, dude, touch like he goes, it feels like any other nipple. And I go, no way. And he goes, go ahead and touch it. And I went, dee. It was regular nipple.
He goes, ooh.
That's my favorite spot.
Well, okay. I don't know. I'm happy with my body. I mean, I still want to work out, but what? Because what else? What would you just? It's an extra limb or something.
My biggest fear. So when I was thinking it, I was like, yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. And then just like your thought went into my brain of like, is it a random person or is it like someone I like? So say I get to choose someone's and they get to choose mine. Like that could be a thing.
Yeah.
Right. But I was like, what if they're so mad at the one I chose, they give me like a really shitty one. You know, that's like mildly inconvenient. Like an extra kneecap, but it goes on the mid-thigh. So now I have like a double joint, like a finger knuckle for my leg.
Oh, wait, so it's, so you said it's fully functional. So
fully functional.
Wow.
It could like buckle my leg.
So you have 2 knees?
Yeah. On one leg. That's so not beneficial.
Is your leg longer or is it the same length?
I like this. We'll go same length, but like I'm missing a big chunk of my femur, and it's just a fully functional kneecap with all the tendons and everything. And it's like literally like a finger knuckle. Dude, like that's what I'm thinking at work. And I'm like, yo, that's not that sturdy. like, and I'm a big boy. Like that weight is not helping me at all.
It's gonna snap.
It's gonna go. And I gotta think like I'm trying to run like a track star. You know, I'm running.
I'm gonna fall like a baby giraffe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look cool.
I just know because you can't trust other people. Like
okay,
said,
it's
if
only
it was you and me,
only shoulder up.
They still
does that change your offer? Okay. What would you give me? Do you want me to go first, then you go second?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give you like an extra row of teeth.
What?
Like right behind your normal teeth.
Like a shark?
Yeah, dude, I think it'd be badass.
I got
You know how fucking scary that'd be?
in a fight. I just bite.
Yeah, dude.
It was some rabid animal.
Because
I don't know.
I feel like it's not that inconvenient, but I feel like you could find so many uses for it.
Like what?
You could eat faster. I didn't think you were gonna ask that question. I like to think they're sharper too in the back.
You think so?
Like these normal teeth are all like nice, straight and flat. The back one's just jagged and fucking super mega razor sharp.
Can I make them switch like places or something?
Yeah,
Like attack mode?
Yeah.
I could go like attack. I punch it. And I turn into Barack.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. That'd be sick. You could do that fully functional. Functional.
Yeah.
And you could do a little flipper flop.
You can, see, like, what the fuck is...
That's just shoulders up. Shoulders up.
Shoulders up.
That was shoulders up idea. I've body down if you really want.
I think extra arm. I don't know because I don't want to put it somewhere where it gets, because the other thing is you add an extra arm, you gotta buy your shirts.
That's true.
Special order.
Or you're always just lifting up your undershirt, and that's all fun and games until
there's a breeze.
A parent gets upset that you're half naked in front of their child, and it's like, that's what you're worried about, not me having 3 arms. Like I was in Chernobyl last week. Like I don't know if this is contagious.
Achoo.
So you're putting your extra arm on your right side. Underneath.
It's so weird because I'm left-handed, but
you do a lot of shit with your right hand.
I do most things with my right hand.
You like wipe your butt with, even though you're a lefty, which I question still to this day.
Yes.
We'll move on.
If you haven't watched that episode,
you know how many people I've asked? You know how many people when I go, are you left or right-handed? And anyone that says left, immediately it follows up with, which hand do you wipe your ass with? And everyone so far has said left.
Me the freak.
Me the freak.
Look at me.
Even people that go like, I'm ambidextrous. They go, I just go with I'm more dominant right, so I just wipe with my right. I go, Do you think it's because when your mom or dad taught you that they're right, or is your mom and dad right-handed?
My mom was left-handed, but they made her sit in school. So the time that I've known my mom, she's been right-handed. Because they made her sit on her left hand and write with her right, because it's the correct way.
Oh, okay. So she had asshole teachers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Joy.
Yeah. So
that's so rude. Like, she's comfortable with her left. Just schools are so weird, bro.
Especially back in the day, you could literally get away with so much.
Yeah, but you get your fucking ass whooped when you got caught.
You right.
My dad got fucking licks from the principal if you got in trouble.
He just like go to town on kids?
Yeah, he had like the fucking paddle.
Oh, what?
Dead ass. That's what my dad was telling me.
He goes, we had to have enjoyed that shit.
They did, bro. That's what made that time so fucking bad. I don't care what anyone says. Like, just so much hate, bro. And people enjoyed being mean. I don't care what anyone says.
I gotta go home to my
dad. My dad said, so he went to this high school for 4 years. He goes, in the first 2 years, he realized that if you drilled fucking holes in it, you could go a lot faster. And within the first 2 years, the paddle was like solid wood. And in the last 2 years, they had holes in it.
Where do you buy those?
I don't fucking know.
Because every frat house
has them.
And back then, apparently everyone had them. Just in the house.
I think it was like a broom.
Hanging up.
Yeah, I bet it was like you could buy it at like your local convenience store.
You think so? You go in and they just have a bunch.
You can get it custom made.
You want to beat children?
Yeah.
Here you go.
We love beating children.
Get your beat stick today.
Jesus.
That shit would not fly today. As soon as it starts hitting like the news, it's like no more child abuse type thing. You know, I know it was like gradual, but imagine it's hitting and he's watching the news. He's like, our company is fucked.
Son of
our stock is dropping.
My one idea, my whole life is ruined.
I've worked so hard.
My dad beat me and he beat his dad.
Beating your kids.
He's trying to push that advocate
in court.
Yeah.
Your Honor, it should not be illegal to beat children.
See, he would have a valid point if like the next generation like caused more and more conflict. He goes, you see, if you just beat them when they're young.
Bro,
really bad.
A lot of people use things like that, like you're saying, to justify
like crazy
like
things.
canceling stuff. So I mean, it was the same thing with movies and same thing with video games, where it's like, oh, so many shootings, school shootings, things are happening with children because they're seeing these things in video games and they're seeing it on TV, like with comics and stuff. Since I took the comics and cinema class, they were talking about they were cracking down on like comics using guns and stuff. Like they had to hit a limit. Like you can only show this many guns and you can only show like pistols and not like ARs and things like that because it could cause children to be more violent.
What a weird thing. What a weird.
And it's backed by some pseudoscience bullshit that some guy made, like not made, well yeah, pretty much made up.
I think it's made up. Just my personal
it's not
opinion.
Backed up.
Because my thing is this: if you want to say that is the case, okay, then why isn't there should be like a significant more amount?
And by no means are we saying that you should always put your child in front of violent things.
No.
Yeah,
and we're also people who are not parents.
That's true. That is very true.
Very true.
We also do minimal research.
Also true.
Yeah. But I don't think video games cause.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's a direct
We
correlation.
should have done the disclaimer at the beginning. We did it in the last two. Disclaimer.
Chasing the raspberries. We're not held liable, but we do
anything.
minimal research.
Minimal research,
people.
guys. Don't take anything said here serious, okay?
Yeah. Even if I say with 100% confidence.
Yeah. This is fact.
Do your own research. You should always do that. Even when you see things on the news. You should always do your own research. Anyways, back to our conversation.
Okay.
I don't think that shit causes...
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Yeah. I
Just
don't,
because everyone in my grade played the same games.
everyone,
everyone
if it was
does.
a direct
Everyone
correlation, like there would be more. And by no means am I saying it's a little percentage. So like, no, any shootings are a massive tragedy.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, this is fucking mean. You gotta think that there would be more.
There would
if
have
it's a
to be.
direct correlation.
If you want to say it, then yeah. Because you didn't take away video games.
Look at the amount of kids that play video games.
That's what I'm saying.
It's even more now.
It's growing every day. It's literally a sport now.
Yeah.
Colleges give out scholarships now.
Yeah. Which is actually pretty fucking cool.
Put me in that tournament, bro. Give me a scholarship. I already graduated, but I want a scholarship.
I want a scholarship.
I just want to take it away from someone else.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Thinks they deserve it, but nope.
Nope. You can't crank 90s like I can.
Yeah, kid. Get good, kid.
Get good. Do you want to do like recent news? Headliner news that everyone pretty much knows about? I just want to hear your opinion.
Okay. I mean, if you have some, I can also tell you some things.
Okay. You can tell me one.
Okay.
You go. We'll do one and one.
Let's go. Did you... James Charles. This man, if you don't know who he is...
Look him up.
Yeah, go look him up.
Hi, sisters!
He's a beauty guru on YouTube who honestly is making a killing.
He's our age. He's our age.
Younger than us. He's like 20, 21. Something like that.
He's over 21.
I think he's 21, 22.
I feel like he's 22.
I mean, around our age, yes.
Yeah.
He...
Break it down. Break it down.
Okay, so literally 2 weeks ago, he got outed for talking to a kid who was 16, and he was sending him nudes.
Like straight up dick pics.
Sending him nudes of and
he was
him in the shower and
send
stuff
me
like that.
photos of you in the shower.
Right? And yet he asked him if he was...
And this isn't a laughing matter.
No, it's not. It's not. He asked the kid if he was 18, and according to James, the kid lied and said he was 18. But then you're still sending... It's up to you.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Not in the eyes of the law.
It does not matter. You still sent nudes to and received nudes.
So have you heard the update from
Yes. So now, literally like 2 days ago, there have been, I think it was 15 other allegations. So 15 other people who are also under the age of 18.
One of them is like not even close. like 14. Did you hear that kid? He posted like his stories of everything.
No.
So this kid took a screenshot of everything, like super whiz kid, like 500 play IQ by this kid. Sent all the screenshots, and he like did like James Charles like targeted me specifically and everything like that. Like I thought I was just talking to like a role model of someone that he looked up to.
Yeah, because all these kids are people
They're
that
fans.
look up. They're fans of him.
And he goes down his following page, and this is after his apology.
Okay, his apology was him admitting that he sent nudes to a child.
And he goes, sorry, it won't happen again. I go, okay, so that's guilt.
Illegal.
That's still illegal. I went, if he was a guy, like a straight male, sending that to underage girls.
The world would be on
my
fire.
God.
Bro, YouTube would be fucked right now, to be honest.
So that kid, so the 14-year-old, right, whatever, double standard, I don't want to hear it, but whatever. The 14-year-old kid posts on YouTube, like, this is who I am. James Charles reached out to me. These are all the messages just to show you I didn't lie about my age. They took it down within 24 hours. YouTube
took it down?
YouTube took it down.
There's been this conspiracy theory because the same thing is happening with TikTok.
Same thing. If anytime you drop James Charles's name, they just
in a
take
negative
it out.
context,
They take that shit out.
they're taking it down. So from H3, this YouTuber, he had a
Ethan?
TikTok.
Ethan?
He had a TikTok where he goes, "Hey James, I think I found a new career for you," and he's at a dog groomer, and it just says groomer. He goes, "So yeah, I think you could like hit him up if you could call him." Because
all the information I've had about the thing is I've seen James Charles's things, and then like I'll see H3's response.
Yeah,
Ethan brings up so many valid points.
Yes,
and I don't agree with him on everything, but I'm like,
I also,
you know, but I'm just like, his points at this certain topic, I'm like, very valid,
very extremely valid,
super valid.
Because how could you argue? In James's apology, he literally says that he admits to sending the photos.
He's like, he made it seem like everyone else does it.
He goes, guys, he lied to me. You know? It's really
he kind of backs
fault.
me into a corner.
Yeah, and,
you know? And I'm like,
he was trying to target me he was taking photos on another phone, so I would know he's taking screenshots so that he could set me up. But really, I'm sending these of my own free will to him.
When James Charles like heard that guy screenshotted it, did you see those text messages he fucking sent? Those threats.
It's intense. He was saying intense stuff. He was like, delete those right now. Like I can't, like you violate my trust, like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like super like manipulation, mind games he's playing with this fucking kid. That, and then on top of that, like the whole David Dobrik situation, did you hear he's a fucking cuck?
I kind of heard it.
Did you hear he's a cuck? And I'm like, bro, I'm like, everything is aging so bad now. It's like milk in the sun. Yo, you are boiling, you're curdling, and it's not looking good.
He said something on his podcast, right?
It was on his podcast.
What he said something. What did
so
he say?
said, him and Ilya, his like friend. Ilya goes, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, sex is kind of tough or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then David was like, I'm so glad you said that. Like, I would not mind my girlfriend have sex with another guy as long as I'm there watching it.
That's like the definition.
I'm like, that's the definition of a cuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then now everyone's like, that's what makes this even worse. Because if he saw this happening, he was getting enjoyment.
Oh,
and I'm like, yo, this is not aging well.
Yeah, because okay, look, no kink shame, no kink shaming to anyone who is a cuck. If that's your thing,
do your thing.
Do your fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't care.
Let your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever get fucked by whoever you want.
Yeah, in front of you. Who
cares? Who cares? If that's what you want and it's all consensual,
all above age,
then
no one's intoxicated.
Yeah, as long as it's fully consensual and legal, go for it. But what the fuck? But
we stand by that.
That's the thumbnail. It's gonna be that.
Perfect. You want to do it one? Right? Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's the part. And I'm like, when I heard about that, I was like, this is not aging well for my guy.
No.
And then not the first apology, but the second apology, he's doing it. And immediately in the background, I noticed it's like the Nickelodeon award. I'm like, bro, you should stop.
I thought that was in the first one. The first one, right?
It probably was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whichever one, I'm like, dude, why are you doing
where he
this
has the mic and he's talking like this, and then right behind him is literally all his awards.
Yeah. I'm like,
oh!
you know, his PR team was like, this is the move. Go ahead and do it. And then it backfired. And they went, that was the terrible idea.
We lost all our all the money is gone.
In my head, it's that scene from SpongeBob in his head where everything's on fire. And David Dobrik's just like, come on.
Come on. Man, now I lost all my money. Now I really have to cry.
Let me cut it though.
And I appreciate that because I don't want to see him sob. I don't want that. Some people might, but like I don't want that out of an apology.
I feel it's tough because there's no, like he said in the video, I kind of agreed with him, and he goes, like, there's no right way to do this.
No.
And I'm just like, the right way was just kind of never get in that situation.
Yeah, it's one of those things where one time is too many.
Yeah, and it's really easy to not do that, not to get in that situation at all. It's really easy. We've had girls that are like completely shit-faced, and like they're one of the girls in our group, and we're like, no, you have to go home with your friends. Like, we're going to drop you off at your house.
Yeah.
And you're just going to bed. Like, you can't make any decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
Your only decision is you're getting into bed, and you're laying on your side so you don't fucking drown.
Yeah, and our friends, like, if we see him with other guys we don't know,
do the
not
signal.
A chance.
Do the signal. Everyone should have this. Okay, you can steal my move. I break it down for the girls, and the girls break it down to me. Okay, you're at the club dancing, having a good time. Okay, we all know there's fucking creepy ass dudes come up and start grabbing you.
Yep.
You do the little signal. Pop up. It's a little tap on the head.
Double pat on the head.
So you look at someone and you go, hey, you can make a little dance move, whatever.
Yeah.
And then whoever sees that rescues you.
We all know it. All know it in the group.
We all know it in the group. And every group should have this.
And it goes both ways.
This goes both ways.
If one of our friends that's a girl does that, I know to save her. If I need help, I do that. She knows to save me.
Yeah, I just run away.
Chase just runs all night.
I do, bro.
He's running outside the club.
In and out, bro. You can't catch me, bro.
You can't too fast.
But no, everyone, for real, have that. I think that's a great...
have some sort of signal. I mean, you should need to be able to help your friends. Like, because the other thing is, her friends were there.
And, okay, I'm not trying to be that guy either. And if anyone gets offended by this, like, please, like, I'm not trying to...
Yeah, trigger warning.
Trigger warning right now. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. But didn't they have a threesome?
It was her, yeah.
Her friend, and Dom. Right? How is that girl also not as guilty as Dom? Because if it was two guys and one girl, oh shit.
You're right.
She is just as guilty. If she because she was one of the girls that was carrying her friend out.
She's the one that recognized and told the victim.
Because the victim, the true victim, that girl, like I forgot her name. I'm so sorry, but
they didn't release her real name.
Good.
Yeah.
But like she didn't know who the vlog squad was. She didn't watch them. Her friends recognized them, right? And like they
put her in the situation.
And then when they noticed she was drunk, they were like, the girl was like, "No, Dom wants to have a threesome. Like, you're gonna be in here."
I don't know if that's how it went down.
But I don't know either.
Exactly.
Or Dom was just like fucking a predator as he is, you know. But still, I'm like, why isn't that girl also in trouble? I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but
the friend said she seemed like she was willing and everything until she literally passed out on the bed. Like, so they were in the middle of doing everything or whatever, and then she passed out.
And then did everyone stop? Did everyone stop?
No, like, okay, and this is my
because I don't know.
You can look up the
because I don't remember this.
You can look up the article.
I know, this is Chase's minimal research of they had a threesome, and the girl has no recognition of what she did that night.
No.
And I'm like, okay, so everyone knows what that person looks like drunk.
Oh shit!
And if you've been at a party or you just drink and you've had this personal experience yourself, there is a point of like no return.
Yes.
And everyone in the room knows who that person is.
I definitely know it on my friends' faces.
Especially when you're sober. Like, I'm not trying to call them out or anything, but like David and those other guys, and they were like sober because they weren't drinking. You know who's like completely fucking gone. Just because like, oh, I'm an adult too. I know what drinking's like.
It can go downhill.
It goes downhill
fast.
really fast. I've done terrible things, like just dumb drunk shit that everyone's done. You know, but it's just like, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking decent human being.
That whole situation is fucked because we say her friends did put her in this situation, but that's just that environment.
She should get better friends too.
That environment shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Those aren't her friends.
And I agree. She needs better friends.
You need better friends. I'm sorry that happened to you. I wish it never did. I wish it never happened.
And in no way are we blaming the victim.
God, no.
No.
Because she, at the end of the day, innocent and a victim at the end of the day. And it's terrible. I'm so sorry. Like, that happens.
Yes.
You know, and it shouldn't happen.
No.
But let's get on a lighter note.
Please.
You need better fucking friends.
Yeah.
Everyone surround yourself with better friends.
Surround yourself with better friends. If you look around and you find out, even through small, subtle things, that they are not there for you like you're there for them, you need better friends. You deserve better. You're the prize. And this is literally everybody listening.
Yeah.
You are the prize.
Yeah. That's a quote from my mom, bro.
Yeah.
Miss Bree quote.
Just remember, you are the prize.
You the prize.
So don't let nobody treat you like shit, because you are the shit.
You the prize.
You the prize. So
you want to go down to my next list item? It went David Cook. Next item, it's an phobia, weird phobia. I thought of this, and I looked it up.
I actually heard of another one, but
go ahead, let's hear yours. Yeah.
So there are some people that are afraid of crabs and lobsters, which I kind of get.
I could see that. They're weird.
But there are people that like, I'm fine with spiders, not crabs.
But have you ever seen
the big ones?
Yeah, the ones that just like.
I get it. They look like aliens.
Yeah. Imagine if you're like on their like menu. Not thank you.
Not a chance.
Not thank you.
My thing is
I'm afraid of the ocean.
I don't live where they live.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm fine.
Catch
me on land, bro. I'll drop that.
But 100%, I'd rather get eaten by a shark than a crab.
Oh yes.
I don't even know how it'd eat me.
I think it'd rip you limb from limb.
My God, and you just watch my arm.
Yeah. And you're in water. At least a shark kind of gets you almost in one bite. Depends on the shark.
Yeah.
But mine, it's called. And Chase can read well. It's just a hard word.
Fast.
I read fast. Nephophobia. Nephophobia.
Nephophobia.
N-E-phophobia.
Okay. What is that?
The fear of clouds.
You laugh after saying that. So then
they walk outside.
People like look.
Yo, it's wrong. Dude. They have to live in the desert, bro.
That one looks like a dinosaur. Oh my God.
I feel like they always look down, and then that day the cloud like covers the sun. They go, ah!
Okay, have you looked into any of it? Because I have so many
definition
questions.
is just
I wish
fear
this is
of
when
clouds.
I wish we had somebody here that had it, because I want to ask so many questions. Because, like you said, is it the overcast?
Yeah.
Is it you looking at them? Is it certain kinds? Because there are different kinds
there's
of
dark
clouds.
Dark
there's
clouds,
different.
bro.
There's a cumulonimbus.
Ooh, my
and
boy
a
went to
couple other
college. He educated.
But what is it? What is it about? Is it the shape?
I really hope it's like the faded one, you know, like it's super, like, you know, the little white one that doesn't even cloud. Doesn't even cover the sun to give you any sort of shade, just some bullshit cloud.
And there's like, those are the worst.
Yeah.
Those are the worst ones.
What about like the pollution buildings give off sometimes? And it like steams into
are they
clouds?
afraid of steam?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, come on. So many questions.
Hot showers?
So many questions.
Are you afraid of flying then?
Because you fly through clouds.
Because
yo,
oh my God, where did you find this?
I thought of it one day. I just literally thought, I was like, what would be a dumb thing to be scared of? And if you have it, I'm so sorry.
If you have it, I am sorry, because that is severe. If you have it, I am sorry.
You better work the night shift.
Yeah.
But no, I was just like, man, what would be scary? And I was like, man, some clouds, like this could be scary. And I looked up and it's a thing. I go, bro, I feel bad for the first person. The first person, because you'll never meet anyone else like you. That's so afraid of clouds. Yeah. And you're afraid to tell people.
Yeah, because fears like that are real.
They're real fears.
They're real.
It's a phobia,
like,
bro.
I can't go outside. And you're like, what?
Dude, everyone's outside, man. Come on, we're having a balloon party.
It's such a nice day.
Just balloon party. Never had a balloon party? Come
on,
balloon party. I meant to say water balloon party, but
yeah. looking outside, everybody's walking down the street. Woo! Everybody has like bushels of balloons.
Yeah. It's free balloon day.
Stingray balloon party.
Yeah. And then I have another one.
Okay.
And Zoe would appreciate this one. Ancrayophobia.
Okay.
Or anemophobia. Anemophobia.
What is this? What are those?
They're both the same term.
Okay.
They both have the same definition. Both are terms for people being afraid of wind.
Wind?
The worst.
The worst element. The worst element.
As in, it's the worst. So, like, because we were talking about what's the worst natural disaster that ever happened.
People are saying volcanoes going off, earthquakes.
Yeah.
So he comes out with the wind. Mic drop type.
Because everyone went, that's
what? Wait.
And she goes, name one thing that benefits other than like wind turbines from wind. And I went,
because she goes, anything. Imagine a light snow. Wind,
terrible.
Not a breeze, wind.
Rain, just rain straight down. Fine.
Nope.
Wind to the side. Yeah, at your face. It hits the ground and comes right back at your face. Terrible. It's terrible.
But when she said that, I was like, that makes afraid
of wind.
Okay, because at what point, again, the questions.
Yeah.
At what point does it become
a problem?
From a breeze? Because if I come up and I'm like, ooh. Are you gonna murder me because you're in fear?
What if it's just really cold outside and you're
oh my god, it's so the cloud comes out, they're afraid of both.
No. He's the one, like the fraction of percent of one people.
Yeah, that you're like only 1 in 20,000 people are afraid of clouds.
Oh, way bigger.
And I know it's probably way weird.
Like 1 in 20,000 is not that much, but like that's pretty good odds.
Yeah, you're right. Like 1 in 3 million people are afraid of clouds. And then 1 in 50 million people are afraid of wind. So then it's like the smallest.
Those two people found each other and had a child.
Cloud person. Yeah. The cloud person goes, "What are you? Scared of wind? Stop being alone."
Yeah, and he goes, "Go outside during the daytime." He goes, "Bro, why would you joke
like that? Bro,
why would
you say that? Bro, why would you say that? They're friends. They're roommates. That would be so funny.
What a duo. They should have podcasts. You know? Cloud in the wind, baby. That's the name right there.
Our biggest fears. I can't look at our logo.
I can't.
It frightens me.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was pretty good.
Dude, okay. Oh my god, the wind? That's so funny.
And then I have another recent news thing.
Okay.
Which I know will fucking blow your mind.
Okay,
so UFC. Really scary, right?
Yes.
What's the worst thing you think could happen in the octagon?
To die.
To die, right?
Yeah.
What's the next worst thing?
Flying knee to the face.
Okay, cool. That's happened before, and someone literally fractured their skull inward. Terrible. Okay. And he still went on to fight. Badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Someone this week, so this is going to be real new to us, lost their ring finger. So hold on to my ring finger. We're wrestling, and the guy holds it like this. You see it on film, like right here. Everyone's watching. He pulls his hand to the side like this, and this guy's holding on, and he goes like this, and finger now gone. They couldn't find the finger, so they made an announcement to the crowd.
What? Did they find it?
They found it in his glove.
Dude, what?
That's fucking crazy. And the guy won because he ripped that dude's finger off. I love the UFC rules.
Didn't
you just win because the guy lost a finger. His body wasn't strong
He
enough.
cannot continue.
Yeah, they said that he grabbed it like right in the joint perfectly on the first knuckle.
Oh.
And like when the bone snapped, it just cut all the tendons perfectly.
What? Because
Crazy.
okay,
And there's footage of it.
That thing where it's like, oh, your finger has the same density as a carrot. So
Oh
if
yeah,
you can bite
100%.
you could bite through a carrot, you could bite through your finger.
I believe so. I feel like if you got like right between the knuckle, easily.
So, because I can snap a carrot. So you
Quick.
think about that? That is tough.
Yeah, dude. That's what they say. Like when someone's in like a serious amount of pain, you just break their finger right in front of you. Like you grab their hand and you break their finger.
In front of them?
In front, so they see it. So because the fingers are so visually painful that they'll ignore other pains. That's why, like, when they say you're in a chokehold, like you want to control a finger, you control a hand. Because people are so scared of getting their fucking fingers just cracked back.
Because they can just go.
Yeah,
apparently.
because
You don't know when they're gonna be gone.
They go. Yeah, and it's just so visually painful.
Oh my god! And the guy won.
The guy won.
That's
yeah,
kind of fight. I mean,
because the guy's like, and the worst part is too, like the guy who lost his finger was in the more beneficial position. He was like on top of the guy wrestling him on the
like
ground,
winning.
And he's kind of winning the fight. And the guy's just like, he's sitting on the wall, like I'm chilling, bro. I got your finger. You ain't going anywhere. And the guy goes, I don't need that. Boop. Like he's Mr. Potato Head. You know, just bop. I got my angry eyes.
Oh my god. Okay, this one last thing.
Perfect.
We told Anthony we talked about this.
We did.
We did when we were gaming the other night. Sports has insanely huge contracts.
Okay.
We know this.
We do know this.
Patrick Mahomes, what was it?
550 billion.
For 10 years, right? Crazy contracts.
Crazy
like that.
contract.
When do you think, and in what sport do you think there will be a $1 billion contract? Now, this is both. Now, I need the viewers and listeners to know, we don't really watch sports.
At all. No.
Chase and I don't watch sports like that.
No.
So, very uneducated opinion here, but I'd like to hear yours.
Mine? Yeah, I'm going to go with a very confident, strong answer that I think is doable.
Okay.
Soccer.
Okay.
Soccer, 10-year contract. $1 billion contract.
$1 billion? Like for the next like Messi or Ronaldo?
Exactly. I'm telling you right now, if they had, like, if Ronaldo was able to prove his effect on the game and like his jersey sales and everything like that at his like first year, people would have bid $1 billion.
I mean, there's a reason
soccer's huge,
and they start,
the biggest sport.
You
in the
can
game.
start playing so young. Messi was 16, or maybe even younger, like a little younger than that. But 16 when he
Just a
was signed to
beast.
Barcelona.
Just a beast.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm saying I think soccer's the bet, and it's gonna have to be like a 10-year contract.
I'd say soccer or the other because
I don't think it's
Roger
gonna be football.
Federer, the tennis.
Tennis is doable.
also pays a lot.
I don't think there's a cap in tennis.
Oh
Like a
yeah,
pay
there are
cap.
other things like caps.
Yeah, like I don't know if baseball has a cap, but I know like basketball and football have like team caps, which I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Wait, like so for a team in total,
I think so.
you can only
player
they have a cap?
I think because I know players can negotiate that, and I think they put a cap on it. The teams do. Because otherwise, like, the team that's the most popular that year could just technically buy everyone. I think it prevents that. Minimal research here, but I do think football has, like, team caps. Because, like, you can't justify paying, like, I feel like for Patrick Mahomes, like, he can only get paid that a certain amount of years. I meant, like, each year they have a cap.
And that's why it's over 10 years.
Over 10 years, he's
collect
making
this
that.
amount of money. Okay.
And people are always like, when people even talk about like Patrick Mahomes that way, I'm like, that's just the amount the NFL's paying him.
Not sponsorships.
Not
and other things.
sponsorships.
Yeah.
Which is going to be interesting.
Which is good. I mean, what percentage of sports athletes, and I'd probably want to be more specific, like basketball or do a certain sport, but how many go broke?
A lot.
Because there's a lot that go broke.
I heard it's like something ridiculous, like 70%.
I'm going to look it up real fast.
Go ahead and look that up. Go
While
ahead,
you keep
Google
speculating.
So, because I know like certain players, at least in the NFL, like Like JJ Watt hasn't touched any of his NFL money.
Really?
Like all the money he's like doing, like buying houses and like doing huge donations are just from his endorsements. Like he has yet to touch any of his NFL money.
78% of
Boom,
NFL players.
Wicked. I'm a whiz kid.
NFL players reportedly go bankrupt or are severely stressed financially within 2 years of retirement. 2 years?
It's because they live that lifestyle. You think that money's still rolling in.
And about 60% of basketball players.
And I'm not trying to make any
within 5 years.
I heard though that like the reason why Mayweather picked up that last fight with McGregor is because he was running low.
And even this one with Logan.
Jake Paul,
Logan, yeah.
I heard he's running low.
Yeah, I mean, it would be understandable. He lives a crazy, lavish lifestyle.
The guy spends crazy money. I saw his Instagram. He goes, man, people out here saying I'm running low. Look at all this cash I got. It's 18 million. I go, bro, why you have 18 million just laying around cash?
Another thing with that is like a lot of, people that flex and do like the money arm and money phone. You just pulled out all the money out of your bank account and then put it back.
100%. 100%.
What is that? Okay, I've never known someone that goes, oh, wow, that's so cool. You're so fucking cool.
I'm not gonna, when he had 18 million, I was like, wow, that's crazy, bro.
I mean, that is crazy.
That's crazy, but
it has to hit a certain amount. Where it's just like, there's no way I'm ever gonna see that much amount of money in a bag.
Yeah.
Like, but if you just have like a big stack and you're like money phone or whatever, it's like,
you think that's cool?
Okay. I mean, good for you.
That's how I see it. I'm like, in my eyes, I'm like, dude, you're literally saying I have this much money and there's no recognition that anyone could take this.
Yeah.
Like someone could just take it and go.
Yeah.
It's like cash. You can't trace cash.
No. I don't know.
It says I'm a target. That's how I see it.
Mm. But I guess I never really got flexing culture and stuff like that. Because, if you don't know, then I'm going to end on this. But I produce music. I want to go into that world, probably more
good plug. Like
rap and hip hop stuff, right? A lot of that is flexing stuff, and so there's been interviews that I've watched of producers that I like, and it's like, do you need to look like? Why do you buy all the chains and stuff? And they go, because you have to look that part. If I come into a room. And before I was known and somebody didn't know me and it's like a bigger artist, they're not gonna give a fuck about me. But if they see that I have money, then they're like, oh shit, he's doing something right. So I have to dress the part.
I do see that.
It's like, I get it.
And I also see like it's certain items too that are like in or not in.
Yeah.
Like watches. I remember like back like in the 90s or early 2000s, it was like retro or like crazy jerseys you couldn't find. And now, like, as it always has been, like, just Jordan shoes. If you got some sick-ass fucking Jordans, everyone notices.
A chain, a watch.
Chain watch, always go.
I'll be honest, the watches are like some are just classy.
Classic.
I love watches.
I got the look right now.
Yeah,
I love watches. I'm one of those people. If I was able to spend a lot of money on watches, I would. But I'm so fucking rough on them because I forget they're on my fucking wrists all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a really nice watch and I scratched it and I cried.
Oh,
I scratched it within the first week.
No.
I was like, damn.
No.
I was like, I gotta stop wearing this.
Not having a
nice watch. Like I got I have a terrible gauge of like when the watch is on my wrist and I like reach into drawers and shit. It's just like tinking and I'm like, damn,
it's
bro.
like when you scrape the bottom of a car.
Yeah. I gotta hit that at an angle.
Yeah.
But all right.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Chasing the Raspberry.
Yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, good for you.
Yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, shout out to you.
Remember, you're a real fan.
Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
And follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. You can DM us and we'll talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
Bye.